So here's another video on how to use Cloud Run. This time we're going to do it based on an action on the GCP environment. So a file being uploaded to the bucket. So same again, I'm going to go into Cloud Function here. I'm going to create a new function. I can call it, we'll call it function bucket one. I'm going to use this time US Central East 1, and I'll explain why, because my bucket is based in that region. So that's US East 1. So we've got to note that. Allow unauthenticated invocations like that. And now I'm going to add a trigger. Now here I'm going to pick the cloud storage trigger, and basic that means anything which happens to a bucket within the Google Cloud, make sure that is logged in the logs has any activity which has happened on a particular bucket. So there's my Google services, Google storage, and I'm going to pick my bucket, which is going to be my test bucket here. I'm going to select that. So my test bucket is also in the same region, has the actual cloud function US East 1. So select that, save trigger, go to next. And then this point, we're going to do the same thing we did in the previous video. We're going to pick Python, which is version 11. And here we've got the code. So any event ID. So we've got a function here where anything happens on that particular bucket, make sure you log it with an event ID and so forth information. So that's going to get prompted once I do an upload or a delete on the bucket. So let's deploy that. So while that's being deployed, I'm just going to show the buckets here. So here's my list of buckets. Here's my test bucket, and you can see I have a number of files in that bucket. So we've got France, Japan, and this NAT file. So I'm going to upload a file shortly once that function is completed. So we'll just wait on that. So the function has been created. You've got the green icon there. So let's see if it works then. So I'm going to go into my bucket and I'm going to upload a file. I'm just going to note down the time, which is 13:22 local time here. So I'm going to upload my file. I could pick, what file should I pick? What one have I got there? Okay, I could do this lab ADB test one. So that's uploaded successfully there. So now I've done some action. It should prompt the function to run. So what we can do here, there's two ways you can do it. You can either do it this way. We go to function bucket. That will open up there and you can go into the logs. These logs do take a bit of time, so we're just going to have to wait a bit. So here we have it there, 13:22. We have it showing there. So that's brilliant. What else can we do? So we can do it the other way, where we can go into our Cloud Shell. I'm just going to wait for that to load, and we can run the bucket command that way as well. So I'm just going to go back into my Cloud Shell here, and we'll use the same command which we did in the first video. So maybe it's probably better to go back into the back into the function details itself, and then we can run this command here, which will be gcloud functions logs read. Then you've got gen2. We can do a limit of 5 in this example, and then we'll do the region, which is going to be US East 1 this time, and then the name of the function. So the name of the function is going to be function as listed there, bucket 1. So let's have a look at that. Okay, we made a limit of 5. Okay, there's we need to put an equal sign there. And there you have it. And then you've got here the timestamps here, 3 at 122 locally when I put the file up. So there you go. That's how to use Cloud Functions based on any action being placed on the bucket, a delete or an upload or whatever you need to do. Really excellent tool. You can obviously modify it, manipulate it, modernize it in order to have it so specific where you can perhaps have an email or a more sophisticated log showing up in your log analyzer. So there's the potential of using Cloud Functions within Google Cloud Platform. Thank you very much.